Hey everyone! Welcome back to Practice English Anytime. I'm Maya.
And I'm Alex. Today we're going to talk about exchanging money at the bank.
Yes, this is a very useful topic. Many people need to exchange money when they travel or move to a new country.
That's right. And sometimes going to the bank can feel scary if you don't know what to say in English.
I remember the first time I went to a bank in London to exchange euros to pounds. I was so nervous.
Me too. When I traveled to Japan, I needed to exchange my money at the bank. I practiced the sentences many times before going inside.
That's smart. Practicing helps you feel more confident.
Yes. So today, we'll practice simple sentences you can use at the bank.
We'll also do some role plays so you can hear how real conversations sound.
Let's start with the basics. Why do people go to the bank to exchange money?
Well, when you travel to another country, you need that country's currency. For example, if you go to the USA, you need dollars.
Right. And if you go to Europe, you might need euros.
Some people exchange money at the airport, but the bank usually has better rates.
That's true. The exchange rate at the bank is often better than at the airport or hotels.
So, what's an exchange rate?
Good question. The exchange rate is how much one currency is worth in another currency.
For example, 1 US dollar might equal 0.92 euros. That number can change every day.
Yes, it goes up and down. So sometimes it's better to wait, and sometimes it's better to exchange right away.
But for beginners, don't worry too much about that. Just know that the bank will tell you the rate.
Exactly. Now, let's imagine you walk into a bank. What do you say first?
You can say, "Hello, I'd like to exchange some money, please."
That's perfect. Short, clear, and polite.
The bank staff will then ask you, "What currency would you like to exchange?"
And you can say, I'd like to exchange dollars to euros, or I'd like to exchange pounds to yen.
Simple, right? Just say which currency you have and which one you need.
Let's do a quick role play. I'll be the bank worker, and you're the customer.
Okay, I'm ready.
Good morning. Welcome to the bank. How can I help you today?
Good morning. I'd like to exchange some money, please.
Sure. What currency would you like to exchange?
I'd like to exchange US dollars to British pounds.
No problem. How much would you like to exchange?
I'd like to exchange $500, please.
All right. The current exchange rate is $1 equals 0.78 pounds, so you'll receive about 390 pounds.
That sounds good. Thank you.
And that's it. See how simple that was?
Yes, very easy. The key is to speak clearly and know what you want.
Right. Now let's talk about some important vocabulary you'll hear at the bank.
First, exchange rate. We already talked about this. It's the value of one currency compared to another.
Second, commission or fee. Some banks charge a small fee for exchanging money.
For example, the bank might say, "There's a 2% commission for this exchange."
That means they take 2% of your money as a service charge.
So if you exchange $100, they might take $2 as a fee.
It's not much, but it's good to know. Always ask, is there a fee for exchanging money?
Yes, that's a smart question. Some banks don't charge a fee if you're a customer.
Another word you'll hear is cash. Cash means physical money, coins and bills.
The bank might ask, "Would you like cash or a bank transfer?"
Most travelers want cash because they need it for shopping, taxis, and restaurants.
Right? So you can say, "I'd like cash, please."
Let's do another role play. This time, you be the bank worker and I'll be the customer.
Okay, sure.
Hello, I need to exchange some money.
Of course. What currency are you exchanging?
I have euros and I need Japanese yen.
All right. How much would you like to exchange?
I'd like to exchange 300 euros.
The exchange rate today is €1 equals 158 yen. So you'll get around 47,400 yen.
Okay. Is there a commission?
Yes, there's a small fee of 1.5%.
That's fine. I'd like to proceed, please.
Great. I'll process that for you. Please wait a moment.
Thank you.
Perfect. That conversation covered all the important points.
Yes, what you're exchanging, how much, the rate, and the fee.
Now let's talk about some extra tips when you go to the bank.
First, bring your ID or passport. The bank always asks for identification.
Yes, they need to verify who you are. It's a safety rule.
Second, know how much money you want to exchange before you go.
Right. Don't just say, I want some euros. Be specific. Say, I want to exchange $200.
Third, you can ask for small bills. Small bills are easier to use.
For example, you can say, can I have some small bills, please?
That way you get tens and twenties instead of only 100s.
It's very helpful, especially for taxis and small shops.
Another tip, check the exchange rate online before you go to the bank.
Yes, that way you know if the bank's rate is fair,
You can use websites or apps to check the current rate.
and if the rate seems too low, you can try a different bank or wait a day.
Good advice. Now, what if you don't understand something the bank worker says?
Just ask, can you repeat that, please? Or, can you speak more slowly?
Yes, don't be shy. Bank workers are used to helping people from different countries.
They will speak slowly and clearly if you ask.
Let's practice one more situation. Imagine you're at the bank and you want to exchange money, but you also want to ask about the fee.
Okay, I'll be the customer.
Go ahead.
Hello, I'd like to exchange some money.
Sure. What currency?
I'd like to exchange Canadian dollars to euros.
How much would you like to exchange?
I'd like to exchange 1,000 Canadian dollars. But first, can I ask, what's the exchange rate today?
The rate is 1 Canadian dollar equals 0.68 euros.
Okay, and is there a fee for this exchange?
Yes, there's a 2% commission.
I see. So after the commission, how much will I receive in euros?
You'll receive about 666 euros after the fee.
All right, that's fine. I'd like to proceed.
Great. Can I see your passport, please?
Of course. Here it is.
Thank you. I'll process this for you now.
Excellent example. You asked all the right questions.
Yes, rate, fee, and final amount. Always confirm before you agree.
Now let's talk about what happens after you exchange the money.
The bank worker will count the money in front of you.
Yes, and you should count it too, just to make sure.
It's not rude. It's normal. Everyone does it.
After counting, the bank worker will give you a receipt.
A receipt is a paper that shows the transaction, how much you exchanged, and at what rate.
Keep the receipt. It's proof of the exchange, and you might need it later.
For example, if you want to exchange the money back, the receipt can help.
Yes, or if you need to show it for tax reasons when you return to your country.
Let's talk about one more thing, exchanging money back.
Right. Sometimes you exchange too much money and you have leftover foreign currency.
You can go back to the bank and exchange it back to your original currency.
Just say, I'd like to exchange euros back to dollars, please.
The process is the same. They'll check the rate, tell you the amount, and give you cash.
Easy.
One thing to remember, exchange rates can be different when you exchange back.
Yes, you might not get the exact same amount you started with,
That's because rates change, and there's usually a commission both ways.
so it's better not to exchange too much money at once.
Right. Only exchange what you think you'll need.
If you run out, you can always go back to the bank or use an ATM.
Speaking of ATMs, some people prefer using ATMs instead of going to the bank.
Yes, ATMs are fast and available 24 hours.
But ATMs might charge higher fees, so check with your bank first.
For large amounts, the bank is usually better.
Agreed. Now, let's do one final role play, a complete conversation from start to finish.
Okay, I'll be the customer and you be the bank worker.
Sounds good. Ready?
Ready.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the bank. How may I assist you today?
Good afternoon. I'd like to exchange some money, please.
Certainly. What currency would you like to exchange?
I have British pounds, and I'd like to exchange them to US dollars.
All right. How much would you like to exchange?
I'd like to exchange 400 pounds.
Okay. Today's exchange rate is £1 equals $1.27, so you'll receive approximately $508.
That sounds good. Is there a commission?
Yes, there's a 1% fee, so the final amount will be about $503.
Okay, I understand. Can I have some small bills, please?
Of course, I'll give you a mix of 20s, 10s, and some 5s.
Perfect. Thank you.
May I see your ID or passport, please?
Yes, here's my passport.
Thank you. Just a moment while I process this.
No problem.
Here's your $503 and your receipt. Please count the money.
Thank you. Let me check. Yes, it's correct.
Great. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
No, that's all. Thank you so much for your help.
You're very welcome. Have a great day.
You too. Goodbye.
And that's a full, natural conversation at the bank.
Yes, polite, clear, and confident.
Remember, you don't need to memorize every word. Just understand the flow.
The bank worker will guide you. Just answer their questions clearly.
And don't be afraid to ask if you don't understand something.
Right, saying, I don't understand is better than saying nothing.
Let's quickly review the key phrases you need to know.
I'd like to exchange some money, please.
What's the exchange rate today?
Is there a commission or fee?
How much will I receive after the fee?
Can I have some small bills, please?
Can you repeat that, please?
These 6 phrases will cover most situations.
Yes, practice them at home, and you'll feel confident at the bank.
And remember, bank workers are friendly. They want to help you.
So don't worry. Just speak slowly, clearly, and politely.
I think that's everything for today.
Yes, we covered a lot. Vocabulary, tips, and real conversations.
If you're planning to travel or exchange money soon, practice these phrases.
You can even practice with a friend or in front of a mirror.
The more you practice, the easier it gets.
And soon, going to the bank will feel natural and easy.
All right, thank you so much for listening, everyone.
We hope this helps you feel more confident the next time you need to exchange money.
Keep practicing and keep improving your English.
See you next time on Practice English Anytime.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.